Hi everyone, and welcome back. I cannot believe what I'm about to say. It's the first official Halloween decor haul of the season, you guys. We have arrived. Halloween is here, and I hope that you're ready because I have some really fun items to talk about with you today. And I'm going to tell you exactly where you can find all of these spooky goodies, so make sure you stick around. It's official, guys. Halloween is here, and it's not even me exaggerating anymore. It's officially here. For those of you who have been around here a while, you know that we live Halloween 365 days a year, but it's officially here for everyone. And if you live it 365 days a year as well, then you are probably jumping for joy right now because, as you know, we're at pretty much in the end of August by now, or at this point, and that means pretty much all the stores are starting to get their Halloween out. And I'm sure you've already come across some really cool finds yourself. And that's what today's video is all about. We're gonna go over some really cool items that I picked up in my Halloween adventures. And I'm gonna tell you exactly where I found all of these items, so you can go pick them up yourself if you like. I'm pretty sure most of these things are still out there in the wild, but I will say I'm definitely gonna just put it out there. You're gonna wanna start going out and looking around and picking things up now. Now is the time to do it, you guys, because this is Halloween's busiest buying season, I should say. It's when all the stores are putting out their merchandise and all the good things are starting to hit the shelves now. So you definitely want to make sure you get out there and snag some of these goodies. Anyways, you guys, you might have noticed a few things changed. If you're new here, then you probably didn't realize, but if you've been around here for a little while, you might have noticed that we now have a different name. We used to go by Creepy Yet Charming, and although I loved that name, I realized that it wasn't quite as on brand with what we're trying to convey in our spooky family here. We've definitely been trying to give this channel the love and the attention that it deserves, and I felt that definitely called for a name change. So we are now known as Jesse's Home. And pretty much you can expect that we're going to live up to that name. At this channel, we're going to talk about all things fall and Halloween related, and home decor, and just kind of being a spooky homemaker, if you will. And if you have stuck around and been one of the original spookies since I started the channel, thank you so much. I so very much appreciate you and all of your support. And if you are new here, welcome. Welcome home. Welcome home to all of you, I should say. You are always welcome here, and this is a safe place where we talk about all things Halloween. So without further ado, let's jump right into this Halloween decor video, or decor haul, I should say, because I don't have much time and I want to get through all of these items. And there's a lot to cover. So grab a snack, grab a spooky blanket if you have one, and get comfortable because we are about to nerd out about Halloween. All right, so we hit a couple of places, and in my Halloween adventures, there's several spots that I knew I definitely wanted to hit because I had some must-have items, and we're going to definitely talk about those today. So in our haul video today, we are talking about Joanne Fabrics and Crafts, Michael's, HomeGoods, and TJ Maxx and Marshall's. And if I forgot anybody, I am so sorry. And At Home. I always forget At Home. I, for some reason, get HomeGoods and At Home mixed up all the time. They are very different. But anyways, let's jump right into it. We have a lot of places to cover. So let's start with, ooh, you guys, I don't even know who I want to start with. I guess we will start with At Home, just because I only have one item from there. And this guy was a major, major bucket list item today, or I should say, he was one of my white whale items. I just knew that he was at the top of my list for this year, and I'm so happy I was able to snag him. I picked up this guy. I was able to snag the Vulture Lantern. For those of you who know, he's from At Home. And he was a hot ticket item this year, you guys. He's very hard to come by. And for those of you who don't know, this is the Vulture, they call this the Vulture on Stand. Very original with their names. But this guy is sold at Home. And if you're not familiar with them, they're just a big home decor wholesale store, I should say. I mean, they sell things in bulk. And you can pretty much pick up anything that you need for home decor there. They're a massive store. I mean, when you go in there, they're always massive locations. Every single location I've gone to is just, it's like walking into another world in there. But anyways, guys, they do come through on their Halloween decor. So this guy is no exception. He is beautiful. So this would definitely be all year round decor for me. What I love about him, and before I get into it, this guy retails for $39.99. And what I love about him is he is pretty much good for any all year round dark decor aesthetic. He's a matte black, and he's got this beautiful, hauntingly beautiful tin lantern that he holds in his beak with a little sculpted skull at the top. And he's got this beautiful pedestal that he stands on. And I love the detail in this, you guys. The detail is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see it's got those beautiful carved skulls in there, our sculpted skulls with the beautiful claw-toed feet. And I think I'm calling that the wrong name. Like, think of the bathtubs that have the clawed feet. And I'm so sorry, there's a better name for that. Like, claw-toed feet is what we're gonna call them. But it's absolutely stunning, and it's a perfect all-year-round piece. I will absolutely display this all year round. And he lights up. And I still haven't taken the tags off or anything yet. I will eventually. But he's absolutely beautiful. Again, you can pick this guy up at Home, and he retails for $39.99. All right, moving right along. That was my only item from At Home. So let's get into, I'm trying to think of like what my next biggest, I should probably get into where my next biggest haul is from. And I believe that is going to be most likely Joann's Fabrics and Crafts, but I think I'm actually going to hold off on talking about them because I have some smaller lines that I'd rather get through first. So I went to Michael's, and Michael's is a craft store, and they usually have some pretty good Halloween finds every single year. And I think I only picked up 3 items from Michael's this year. So we'll start with this guy. This is amazing, you guys. So I am obsessed with The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I love the movie, the Johnny Depp version, or the Tim Burton version, I should say. It is a classic, you guys. If you love Halloween, or if you're just looking for a good spooky movie, I highly recommend Sleepy Hollow. It used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore. You probably could find it on Amazon Prime. But anyways, it's amazing. It's got Johnny Depp. It's a Tim Burton film, which if you know, you know, Tim Burton always comes through with the spooky aesthetic and just getting all of those Halloween feels in every single production he comes out with. But anyways, I'm obsessed with Sleepy Hollow. So I picked this guy up. Michaels has a whole Sleepy Hollow line that they came out with this year, and it is wonderful. This is like a little wall plaque, or you could sit it on, it's a tabletop piece as well. And it does have a little snippet from the book, from the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And it does read, Ichabod kicked and whipped old Gunpowder, hoping to escape from the creature, but it followed him. Away they dashed, stones flew, and sparks flashed from the horses' feet. Ichabod's loose clothes fluttered in the air. Behind him, as he stretched his long, floppy body forward, the thing with no head stayed close behind. And that is everything as far as, like, you know, what this piece reads. But it is glorious, you guys. It's just a little Sleepy Hollow placard, and it is going to go perfectly with my head. Well, I almost gave a spoiler away. We'll get into that later. It's going to go perfectly with my Sleepy Hollow theme that I'm doing this year. And I have another item that I picked up this year that I'm going to talk about later that I'm so excited about, that I bought this piece to go with this other item. This is going to go on my mantle this year, and it's going to look glorious. You can pick this guy up for $9.99 at Michaels. You know, it's all right. That's a fair price, I guess. They definitely could have. I think this is more worth like $5 at most, but it is what it is. Anyways, picked that guy up. Also with Michaels, I picked up, now, I'm pretty sure this is one of the items I did tear the sign off. Yeah, this is definitely Michaels. So I picked this guy up. I love this piece, you guys. This is by a line that called Ashland, and I picked this up at Michael's craft store. And this is a amazing piece, you guys, because it is very well made, and once again, it's that all year round aesthetic for me. It's just a snake, a golden snake. I think this is by, so it is by a line called Ashland, but they have a sub line called Wicked Garden. And so this is Michael's Wicked Garden line. And Wicked Garden was a pretty cool line, if you ask me. But Ashland is the designer. And anyways, this piece is it hits all of the benchmarks I look for in an all year round decor piece. It's heavy. It's very well made. I love the detail on the snake. It's gold. I'm a sucker for anything silver and gold. I do wish that they would come out with more silver versions of these, because I think the older I get, I'm like looking around my house right now to confirm this, but I think the older I get, the more I tend to gravitate towards silver, but there's definitely a lot of gold pieces in my house, and I love to incorporate that into my decorating. So this guy is awesome. Just because they did a really good job with the sculpt and the detail. You can see each of the individual scales that are there on the snake. Sorry, my camera's trying to pick up both of us at the same time. But it's just absolutely stunning. I absolutely love the detail on this guy. And it's absolutely beautiful. You can pick this guy up at Michael's for $24.99. Again, I won't say that it's like a completely fair price or asking price for this guy, but you know, in my opinion, he's worth it. Now this guy can double as either a tabletop piece, or he's got a little hook that you can hang him on the wall. And that's my plan for him. Super excited. Love this guy. And I believe I have one more piece to talk about from Michaels. Let me grab it. I am so excited about this piece, you guys. This is beautiful. So also at Michaels, I picked up this candle, this framed candle sign, or whatever, frame. We'll just call it this framed candle painting is what we'll call it. I love this piece, you guys. This is also going to be all year round decor for me, and I am definitely going to be putting this piece up as part of a gallery wall that I'm creating above my mantle. I'm so excited. I love creating gallery walls. They're just so aesthetically pleasing, and they're a great way to express yourself. So I already have one gallery wall in my home. It's to my left here. You can't see it. I'll show it one day. But I decided I wanted to do a second one. And also, a word to the wise, gallery walls are a great way to save money, in my opinion, because rather than buying one, like if you're trying to fill a large space, rather than buying one expensive, large item to cover that entire space, you can find small items that are on a little bit more of the cost-friendly side to fill up all of that space, and you have much more artistic, you can do much more of an artistic vision there. You know, there's a lot more you can do, and it can really help, your creativity flow, and it's just a better way to express yourself. But anyways, picked this guy up from Michaels. I absolutely love this piece, you guys. It's hauntingly beautiful. It's just a framed painting of a candle, of a lit wax candle in a sconce. And it's just glorious, you guys. It's hauntingly beautiful. I love that. It's so simple. And I think that's also kind of what I love with this piece. That sometimes less is more. And I definitely think this piece makes a statement. I love the frame and all the little gold flakes that you see throughout the frame. I just love how they incorporated like the gold kind of dry brush strokes throughout the frame. It's beautiful. Again, this will be all year round decor for me. Again, I picked this guy up from Michaels. This is part of their Witches Lair line. Also by the brand Ashland. And I picked this guy up for $19.99. Definitely think I could have picked it up for less, but it is what it is. But anyways, guys, love that piece. And I believe that was my last item from Michaels. All right, moving on. Trying to think of what I want to talk about next, so I do apologize. All right, I think I know what I want to talk about. So I picked up a few things from HomeGoods this year. And HomeGoods, if you're not familiar with them, they are exactly what their name sounds like. They have a ton of home decor, unique home decor items that are usually pretty fairly priced, in my opinion. They have a lot of still of a deal at HomeGoods, and they're just really great for finding, aesthetically pleasing pieces to furnish your home with. So I only picked up a few items from them, and let's start with this guy. So from HomeGoods, I picked up this. This is a snake candle holder, and it is amazing, you guys. This is by the Martha Stewart Goth line. I don't think it's actually called Martha Stewart Goth, but that's just what I'll refer to it as, because that's basically what it is. Martha Stewart has been getting down with her bad self. With her spooky self, I should say. She has come out with some really beautiful pieces this year. And I've actually picked up, because of that, I've picked up a few pieces by her this year. And they're good pieces. And this piece is no exception. This is a beautiful snake candle holder. And it is a real candle holder, you guys. You can actually place a wax candle or oh my goodness, I can't think of what this is called, a taper candle. You can place a taper candle in here, and it's made for a real burning candle, which is amazing. It's just this beautiful serpent snake creature body, I should say, and where the head, and it kind of like coils up into the shape of the candle holder, and where the head should be is where you would place the candle. That is just such an amazing concept to me. I love that. This again will be all year round decor for me. I definitely wish I could have picked up 2 of these, but I was only able to snag 1. I did see a lady while I was there snatch one up really fast after I had already grabbed this one, and I was really bummed because that's just the way HomeGoods works. If you've ever been, you gotta be quick about it because once it's gone, it's usually gone. But anyways, I do think there will be a restock of a lot of these Martha Stewart goth pieces. So if you are looking to pick this guy up, he's still floating around out there. You definitely can still get your hands on him. This guy retails for $9.99. And honestly, that's a still of a deal for me. This is a very heavy, well-made piece. Definitely some good all year round decor. But anyways, picked this guy up. Also with HomeGoods. I'm so excited about these, you guys. I gotta try not to break them. Okay. I am so ridiculously excited. So, from HomeGoods, well, before I explain what this is, you'll notice behind me, my dinner table, or my dining room table. It's empty right now, and there's a very good reason for that. I normally have my dining room table set like all the time. It's like a permanent set that I put on there, and I usually have dishes, permanent dishes that go on there, and plate sets. It's usually spooky dinner plates that I set the table with, and I usually have like some centerpieces. Well, I usually have some candelabras that are sitting on there. But I took them off, and I'm waiting until I can get my table set again. And it does change. I have all year round decor and a table set that stays on there all year round. And then I also have Halloween decor that I set on the table each year as well. So with all of that said, I needed to pick up some new dinner plates to set my table with. And I found these guys. You guys, I picked these up at HomeGoods, and I absolutely lost my mind over these. Oh my god, I just almost broke them. That was almost so bad. Okay, all right, let's try not to break them. I'm like nerding out about Halloween and we're getting too excited over here. All right, anyways, crisis averted. I picked up these guys. I actually got a set of 4. They're just these beautiful, ornate dinner plates. And they are absolutely stunningly beautiful. I think they overdo the kind of bride and groom skeleton couples that they do every year. I think they kind of overdo that every year, so I usually try to avoid that for the most part. But at the same time, I love that aesthetic. If you can't see behind me, there's literally a bride and a groom standing right behind me. They're not skeletons, though. So it doesn't count. But anyways, I fell in love with these dinner plates. They're gorgeous. They've got these beautiful floral designs surrounding the border of the plate, and they're black. They're like a acrylic-looking black or glossy black finish that surrounds the plate. And then the skulls themselves are beautifully designed. These are amazing. As I said, I picked up a set of 4 of these, and each plate retails for $6.99. That is still of a deal, especially with the quality that you get here. This will be kind of the permanent setting for my tablescape. I'm obsessed, you guys. I'm absolutely obsessed. They're absolutely beautiful. And I'll hold this other one up just for reference, but you could just pick up a set of them. HomeGoods will sell them in sets typically. I will say HomeGoods really comes through with their dishware. I can always find really beautiful dishware through HomeGoods. Anyways, guys, there's those. Also, I just wanted to share this other item with you. I picked up a 5th dinner plate. And I know it's kind of a weird thing to buy a dinner plate outside of a set, because usually you want to buy a set of these, but I could only find one, unfortunately. Something really cool happened at HomeGoods. I was shopping around, and there's been this particular dishware set that I have wanted for years. I saw it come out a few years ago, and people were posting about it on Facebook, and I fell in love with it. I always wanted to find this set. Well, while I was shopping around at HomeGoods, and when I found the dinner plates that I bought, I was going through the set, and at the very bottom, I found this guy, and I am obsessed with this plate, you guys. This is part of the set that I have wanted for years, and I could never find it because it's always sold out. It's always sold out. But you can see why. Look at this plate, you guys. This dinner plate is absolutely stunning. It's got this beautiful witch's cottage on the center of the plate, and just the aesthetic of the scene that's in here. I literally want to live there. It's just this cute little this spooky little witch's cottage. And I love everything that's above the mantle. I love that she's cooking something. I love the cats. I love the broom. There's an owl looking through the window. And for those of you who don't know, I am obsessed with owls. I love owls. Anyways, this plate is just all the Halloween vibes for me. It gives me so much nostalgia, and it's just absolutely stunning. I really wish I could have found a whole set of these, because this would have ended up being my actual table setting, but it is what it is. I'm happy I was able to find just one of them, and this plate is dishwasher safe, which is amazing. So this plate is dishwasher safe. You can wash it with your dishes, and I think I'm just gonna, since I wasn't able to find the set, I think I'm just gonna use this as a regular plate that we eat off of, because as I'm eating my breakfast or dinner, I would love nothing more than to look down and see this spooky little witch's cottage. It just fills my heart with joy. Anyways, picked that guy up. This was also $6.99. All right. So that is everything with HomeGoods. So moving right along, you guys, I'm trying to be fast, I promised. Believe it or not, I'm trying to be fast. That brings me to the biggest line that I picked up so far, and that would be Joann. Joann Fabrics and Crafts is a wonderful retailer when it comes to Halloween. If you haven't heard of them, they always come through with their Halloween decor. It's glorious. I am so excited about the pieces I picked up from them this year. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the biggest decor hauls that I've picked up over years past have usually been from Joann Fabrics and Crafts. They have some great pieces. And the majority of the pieces I picked up for my gallery wall came from Joann's this year. So I am so excited to share these pieces with you. All right, so let's just jump right into it. I guess I'll start with I guess I'll start with these guys. So, um, first items that I picked up from Joann's. There is a wonderful line called Place and Time, and they are by far one of my favorite Halloween lines in existence. They make other things besides Halloween, but I mean, they always come through on their Halloween pieces. Anyways, from the line Place and Time at Joanne Fabrics and Crafts, I picked up this guy, and it is just this tin death moth, which is absolutely amazing. This is, I mean, I'm sure you've seen these death moths everywhere. There's such a kind of like a pop culture thing anymore, but they're really popular, and I see a lot of people incorporate these into their home decorating, and they use these in place of bats sometimes. And I think these are a nice alternative to the bats. I love how bats look. Freaking bats. I love how bats look when they're like on walls and things like that. So don't get me wrong, I love how that looks for Halloween. For all year round decor, and I would say if you consider yourself a spooky homemaker and you also live Halloween 365 days a year, I would say these are a great alternative if you're trying to find something that's not in your face Halloween, but some great all year round decor. So this is a tin death moth. It is by that line Place and Time. It's a little over 14 inches. And it's just, I guess they're counting the wingspan. And it's just all the spooky feels, you guys. It's literally everything I look for in an all year round piece. It is tin. I do wish it was more of a 3D piece, because if you turn it around, it is just this stark white on the back. And it is very thin. But that's my only gripe about this piece, is I do wish it was more of like a 3D piece. Still loved it. It's gonna go on my gallery wall. I also picked up, they had a small, like purplish toned version. And I love this guy. This one's a little over 9 inches in the wingspan. And loved this guy. So both of these pieces are gonna go up on my new gallery wall. I picked the large moth I picked him up for $14.99, and the smaller moth retails for $9.99. So, great all year round pieces. Definitely would recommend. Alright, so there's those guys. Okay, also with Joann's, I'm really excited to talk about this guy. He's so cute. So I mentioned bats earlier. So don't be mistaken, I love bats. And this guy is no exception. Look at this guy! He's so cute! I picked this bat up from Joann's, and he is absolutely adorable. He's just a wall-hanging bat. Don't let the camera fool you. He looks like he's more of like a matte black color, or a glossy black, I should say. He's not black, actually. He's more of like a earthy toned dark brown, which is fine. I mean, it fits my aesthetic just fine. But also, this is another piece for my gallery wall. So it's just this cute little hanging vampire bat. I know he's the vampire bat based off of the cute little ears he has here. Again, this is another piece by Place and Time. Oh, no. I was completely wrong. I'm so sorry. This is a piece by Ashland again. Ashland. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so wrong. This guy is not even from Joann Fabrics and Crafts, so. Oh my gosh. Scratch all of that. So this guy is actually from Michael's. I don't know why I confused him with Joann's. So definitely did not pick this guy up at Joann's. If you're wanting this guy, he is sold over at Michael's. And he's by that same line that I had mentioned earlier in the video called Ashland. And it's part of Michael's Wicked Garden line. So sorry about that. This is from Michael's. Anyways, still he's very, very cute. And I love that he's hanging on his little log right here, or his little branch. This is gonna hang up on my gallery wall and probably be all year round decor for me, if I'm being honest. I love the look of this guy. I love the sculpt. The detail is definitely there. At Michael's, you can pick this guy up for $14.99. He's worth it, in my opinion. But anyways, love this guy. So I guess I had more Michael's pieces than I realized. Anyways, back to Joanne. Back to Joanne. Also from Joann's. I picked up, well, while we're on the bats, we might as well just stay with our bat theme. I picked up this guy. Look at this guy. He is absolutely amazing, you guys. This is probably one of my more favorite pieces that I picked up this year. I absolutely adore this guy. Picked this guy up at Joann, and he is by that line that I absolutely love, Place and Time. And he is just all the things, you guys. He is absolutely incredible. Picked this guy up. He's part of that Place and Time line. I would say this is by far one of my favorite pieces that I picked up this year. Absolutely adore this piece. Absolutely adore this piece. This is amazing all year round decor for me. I'm definitely going to keep this up all year long. This just has everything that I look for in an all year round piece. It's just unique. I love the moss and the foliage that's in the plant that's in here, like inside the frame. I love the paint job on this. I just love the whole vibe here. It's a very unique concept, and it can fit with so many different aesthetics. And I feel like they could honestly take this idea and run with it. Like, I would love to see them come out with a whole line of these, where it's more different types of spooky animals in the frames. Like instead of a bat, there can also be like a toad or a spider or, I can't even think of spooky animals right now, or like a snake crawling on a vine, or, just things like that. There's just so much that they can do with this, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. This guy is absolutely incredible. You can pick this guy up over at Joann. This guy retails for $19.99. Totally worth it, in my opinion. This guy, I would have paid more for this, if I'm being honest. But again, this is gonna be some all year round decor for me. It's made to hang on your wall, or you can, it can also serve or double as tabletop decor, either or. But anyways, this guy is awesome. Run, don't walk. I hope that they're still selling this guy, because he is worth it. He is totally worth it. Anyways, got that guy. Moving right along. Also from Michael's. Oh, sorry, not Michael's. Joanne Fabrics and Crafts. So also from Joann's, I picked up two really cool pieces that were at the top of my bucket list this year. So I was really, really happy when I was able to find these. As I mentioned earlier, I'm doing a gallery wall, and these were some staple pieces that I needed for my gallery wall. I kind of was designing my gallery wall around these pieces. I picked up these guys, and these are glorious. I absolutely love these guys. These are these skull profile wall plaques. I don't know what they're actually calling them. Again, they're by Place and Time, and it's Place and Time's Crypts and Cobwebs line. But these are absolutely stunning, you guys. They're just these matte black. Sorry, let me hold this one like a little bit better, so you can appreciate how cool it is. They're just these matte black skull profiles, and they're stunning, you guys. They're stunning pieces. Again, this will be all year round decor for me. You know what's crazy? I saw these when Halloween first started hitting the shelves this year, which was clear back in, like, I'm not kidding, end of June, which is insane to me. So it was around that time that I came across these guys, and I actually passed on them like a psychopath. I don't know why I did that, but I passed on them for whatever reason. Completely regretted it. And then I decided that I wanted to do a gallery wall, and these were all I could think about wanting to put in my gallery wall. And of course, went back, they were gone. Completely sold out. Fast forward months and months later, well, not months and months, but fast forward like a month and a half later, and 5 different Joann locations later, because I literally could not find these guys. After that, I finally found them, and they only had one of each left. And so these are a pretty popular item. I would say these are definitely a hot ticket item this year. So if you want these guys, they're still out there in the wild. Run, don't walk, because these are going fast. These are great all year round decor if you live Halloween 365 days a year. These guys each retail for $19.99. Totally worth it in my opinion. They're heavy, they're well made, and they're very aesthetically pleasing. Anyways, guys, pick these guys up, and I absolutely love them. Definitely gonna go on my gallery wall. All right, moving right along. What do I want to talk about now? I think that brings me to my favorite item that I picked up from Joanne Fabrics and Crafts. This, you guys, might actually be my favorite purchase of the season. I'm not even kidding. I'm so excited to talk about this piece. So, also from Joanne Fabrics and Crafts, by that amazing line, Place and Time, I picked up this guy. Oh my gosh, you guys, this was one of the #1 items on my bucket list this year. I cannot nerd out about this piece enough. Like, I'm not kidding, you guys. I could talk about this piece for 700 years. 700 years if I could. Also, my dang camera needs to get its life together and focus. Okay, are we focused? I think we are. Okay, anyways, I picked up this guy. I absolutely adore this guy. This is by far my favorite piece that I picked up this year. It is beautiful, you guys. This is by that line, Place and Time, and I'll see if I can get the camera to focus on this how I need. So I apologize if there's a glare, but this is all the things for me, you guys, when it comes to all year round decor. This piece hits absolutely every single benchmark that I look for in an all year round decor piece. It is glorious, and it is hauntingly beautiful. So it's just this this eyeball wall plaque is what we'll call it. And it's got all of these spooky, unsettling eyes that are peering through this, it almost looks to me like some sort of, it looks like they're peering through the earth. So it's like got this earthy background, and it looks like something that you would see straight out of Snow White's haunted forest that she runs through. It is beautiful, you guys. I mean, this is definitely a 12 out of 10 when it comes to all year round decor. This piece would work perfectly for, you know, a conversation piece, and for something that you can literally incorporate into so many different decorating styles. And it's definitely something that is not, it doesn't scream Halloween. It's a very unique piece. It stands on its own. And it's just so well made, you guys. Like this piece, it's just so hauntingly beautiful. And this will definitely be all year round decor for me. I love that you know, the craftsmanship that went into this piece. You can see the ornate like carved designs on the frame of the piece. The frame itself is just this matte black, beautiful frame. And then the eyes themselves, they're all very well designed, and the sculpt of them is very clean. I love that they stuck with a monochromatic color for the paint job of the piece, because it really just adds to that that aesthetic, you know, this all year round Gothic decor piece. And so you can use this piece in so many different decor settings. It's absolutely stunning. Again, this is by my favorite Halloween line that exists, Place and Time. They knocked it out of the park with this piece, you guys. I cannot recommend this piece enough. If you're looking to buy this piece, it is still out there. This piece retails for $29.99. That is a still of a deal, you guys, in my opinion. There might be those who disagree with me, but either way, I firmly believe that this is a steal of a deal, because you get what you pay for with this guy. It's very well made. It's heavy. You guys, this is a heavy piece. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, and even look at the back of it. They even painted the back, you know, which is nice. Like, they didn't leave it like a stark white or anything. And then it's got like this wall bracket that you can hang it from, or you can hang it from this rope, which I wouldn't recommend because this piece is very heavy. It's very well made. It's got a lot of weight to it. I mean, if I was to drop this and it landed on my toe, it would literally hurt, like really bad. It's that heavy. I mean, it's just so well made. It's so well made. 12 out of 10 would recommend. This is probably my favorite purchase of this Halloween season so far. Anyways, guys, pick this up at Joann. Absolutely love this guy. Run, don't walk. He's still out there, but he is hard to find. All right, so moving right along. Okay, still on Joann's. I guess that leads me, if that's the last piece, I think this is the last piece from Joann's. I really hope that I'm not forgetting anything, but I don't think I am. So, this is the last piece I picked up from Joann's, and I am obsessed with this piece, you guys. From Joann's, I picked up this guy. Look at this piece, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I was not even expecting to find this piece. It wasn't on my wish list or anything because I didn't know that it existed, honestly. And while I was shopping at Joann's, I came across this piece and I fell in love with it. This is I would call this a Victorian Gothic cathedral windowed mirror. So it's like a cathedral windowed mirror. Gothic style candle holder. I know that's a mouthful. What are they actually calling this? They're just calling this a candle holder. But this is beautiful, you guys. This is a Victorian Gothic all year round decor piece. I mean, it's got all of the Gothic vibes and the Victorian aesthetic. and it looks like it's in the shape of a cathedral window, which is just absolutely amazing to me. And it's an all year round piece for me, but it's overall, this is just a stunning piece. It's got the mirror behind the candle holders, and each of those skulls right there have the little placeholder for a taper candle. And that just takes this piece to the next level. Imagine once we get candles in here, how insanely, hauntingly beautiful this piece will be. But if you just look at this piece, you guys, it's very ornate. The paint job is very well done. It's got all of those Victorian Gothic vibes to it. It's all the things I look for in an all year round piece. Even the base of it is beautiful. This piece is also another item that is a little bit hard to find at the moment, just because each location will only get a few of these at a time, and that's because this piece is very well made, and it's heavy, and it's big, you guys. I mean, like, look at it, like, compared to my head. And I have a big head. So this is a massive decor piece, and they just knocked it out of the park with this one. And I'm sure you can guess this piece is by Place and Time. Stunning. This hits all of the benchmarks I look for in an all year round decor piece. I love the mirror. It's an actual mirror too. I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to get like fingerprints all over it. But it's an actual mirror. And I know that because I've actually cleaned this with Windex. Looks like I gotta clean it again though. But anyways, it's an actual mirror, so you can clean it, you can dust it. It's an actual home decor piece. My only gripe about this piece is I'm gonna hang this on my gallery wall. I've already made that decision. But unfortunately, it has no mount to hang it. It's not a piece that's made to hang. It's a tabletop piece, as you can see. That is unfortunate. I do wish they gave the option to be able to hang this piece, because it looks like in my opinion, it looks like it's meant to hang. But you can't have it all, you know? It is what it is. But I'm still so beyond happy with this piece. 10 out of 10, would recommend. And again, just once I get those taper candles in there, it's just going to take this piece to the next level. Anyways, guys, you can pick this up at Joanne Fabrics and Crafts. If you are looking for this piece, it does retail for $49.99. It is a little bit more on the pricier side. I got this piece when they were having a sale. So always ask if there's a sale going on. Typically, Joanne is very good about doing that. I still feel that this piece is worth the money, just because it is very well made and it's a all year round Gothic decor piece. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked him. That might be one of my favorites this year. And that's everything with Joann's. And we are almost done, you guys. I cannot believe it. We are almost done with the first decor haul of the season. It makes me so sad. All right, so that was everything for Joann. Now, moving right along, I have Marshalls and TJ Maxx. And I'm very excited for these items. I only picked up one item from TJ Maxx and one item from Marshalls. So let's just dive right into it. Picture. Okay, perfect. So this item was actually one of my bucket list items. It was on my wish list. I always say my bucket list item. That's probably the wrong terminology for that. But anyways, this was definitely on my Halloween wish list this year. From TJ Maxx, I picked up this guy. And it's just this beautiful haunted house. I'm sorry, I did not cut the tags off of this yet, so my apologies. But it's just this beautiful haunted house. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I normally don't get into the haunted houses very much, but there was just something about this guy. I saw a picture of this online, and there was just something about the sculpt of this piece that I just felt like I couldn't live without it. It's just this beautiful Victorian Gothic mansion. This is actually like just like a Victorian home, but it's definitely got a Gothic vibe to it, and it looks like something that the Addams family would live in. I wish I could live here. I'm not even kidding. I would live here if I could. And it's just a very aesthetically pleasing house. It's very beautiful. It does light up. I will say I'm not really a fan of how it lights up. I don't know if you can see that, but I have it. You can't even see it. It's lighting up right now, I promise, but that's why I'm not a fan of it, because I like, with Halloween pieces that light up, I like when it's just like a steady glow, you know, like a white or a warm white soft glow, or like an orange soft glow, or even if it's like a steady red glow to the light. I prefer that. That's just what I prefer in my aesthetic. This is one of those pieces that have the flashing colors. It's like a neon flashing strobe light that's in there, and it changes colors. That's not necessarily my cup of tea, so I'm not even going to use the light feature on this. So that's my main gripe with it. And I don't really have a way to even change it, you know. But it's okay. It is what it is. I still love the piece. I really wanted to get my hands on one of these haunted houses. And like I said, I normally don't go for the haunted houses. There's probably 1,000 different reskins of these haunted houses, and they're all over the place. So you've got a lot of options. But I just, for some reason, was really drawn to the look of this piece. I love all of the gold acrylic looking paint that is kind of dry brushed onto the piece. It's got some glittery spots there, which I'm not too crazy about, but it is what it is. And then I love this neutral bluish purple colored. It's really hard to explain, but it definitely changes with how the light hits it. I love that. I think that was a really nice touch. I love our jack-o'-lantern and our little bat right here. And then I love that when you turn, and I love when you turn the piece around, they also did a sculpt on the back. You know, it's not just like a stark, flat, ugly back. You know, they actually kept the theme and sculpted the whole piece entirely, which I love. You know, I love that. I love that each individual brick has so much detail. This is just a absolutely stunning piece. This will probably go on my mantle. This will be seasonal decor for me. I know most of the things I've talked about in this video have been all year round for me, but this will definitely be seasonal decor. I will only pull this out during Halloween season. Anyways, I picked this guy up at TJ Maxx, and oh no, I don't think there's a price. $16.99 on this guy. I picked this guy up for $16.99. Love this guy. I believe you can also find this guy at Marshall's. I've seen a couple people post about this house at Marshall's as well. But anyways, picked that guy up. Love that piece. And with that, you guys, that brings me to the final piece of this decor haul. That makes me so sad, but I literally have saved the best for last. I'm so excited to bring this piece to you. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So let me grab him really quick. I'll be right back. And we're back. And spoiler alert, moving right along to Marshall's, I picked up this guy. It's the infamous Headless Horseman. And for those of you who know, you are probably like jumping in your seat right now because you know how crazy hard this guy is to find. This is definitely a hot ticket item, and he's been a hot ticket item for probably 4 years now. Every year, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and HomeGoods comes out with this Headless Horseman line, and they always have these Headless Horseman statues, and these statues can range in size. I've seen smaller versions than this. I've seen kind of a medium-sized version of this that's just a tad smaller, and I've also seen larger ones that are like life size almost, like not life size, but they are like the size of they're like as taller than my dining room table. So I've seen like massive versions of these as well. But this is the standard one, I would say. This is the most common size that you find the Headless Horseman in. And I would say that this is definitely the most sought after version, just because a lot of people use this for tabletop decor. And these Headless Horsemen have seriously been one of the hottest items in the Halloween world. And like I said, for those of you who know, you know. So I was so thankful that I was able to finally get my hands on one of these. I found this guy at Marshall's, and I was so shocked that I found him because they usually go, well, they usually go pretty instantly. I love the look of this guy. So it is just a matte black Headless Horseman from Sleepy Hollow, and he is stunning, you guys. He's about, I want to say he's probably about 18 inches tall, give or take, and he's just beautiful. So he's matte black all around, and he holds this hauntingly beautiful jack-o'-lantern. And now, as I mentioned, there are a few versions of this Headless Horseman. There's also a matte black version that the whole thing is matte black, even the jack-o'-lantern. And I've seen that version as well. But I've always had my eye on this version with the orange jack-o'-lantern because not only does it give it a pop of color and some artistic flair, but it also, get ready for it, it lights up! The jack-o'-lantern lights up, you guys, and I am a sucker for any Halloween decor piece that also has the ability to illuminate. So when I saw this guy posted online, I knew I wanted him. Never thought that I would come across this piece out in the wild, so I'm so thankful that I did. But I just love that he lights up and that I can incorporate this piece, into my Halloween decorating, and that, he'll look beautiful at nighttime as well. This is also going to be a seasonal decor piece for me. And as I mentioned earlier, when I was talking about the Sleepy Hollow, the plaque that I was reading from earlier, I bought that plaque because of this piece. This was the grand finale for me, and I was just so looking forward to bringing this guy to you. But yes, I'm basing a whole theme that I'm doing this year based off of this piece. I'm going to be doing a Sleepy Hollow theme for my mantle, and a headless horseman theme. So I'm so excited, you guys, and I'm so excited that I finally got to bring him to you. I'm actually, almost dropped him. That would have been so bad. But anyways, I'm so excited that I got to bring him to you. But that's him. He is absolutely glorious. And I'm probably gonna have to change the batteries for his pumpkin because those are the batteries that he came with. But anyways, guys, if you are looking to pick up the Headless Horseman at Marshall's, he is retailing for $30, I believe. I don't see the tag. Yes, $29.99 for this guy, which if you ask me is a steal of a deal, especially with how, what a hot ticket item this is. Walk, don't run, because I will say this guy sells out really quickly, and he is a little hard to find. So I would definitely say if you're looking for this piece, now is the time to go searching for him. Because once we get into September, I can almost guarantee that he'll be near impossible to find. But anyways, guys, that will do it for this decor haul. I hope you guys liked it. We are officially in the greatest time of the year, so stay tuned, because I promise now that Halloween season has officially begun. I have a lot more good content coming your way. So definitely, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future spooky videos. All right, guys, until next time, please stay safe and happy Halloween.